Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott? You muted.
Hello.
All right, what's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, what you can't wait for? What?
Okay. So,
A
couple days ago, we got some pretty good news. Bandai Japan released images of their Godzilla 2019 figure lineup for this year. And of course, it is all based on Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Okay.
Now, they are making figures of the big four monsters in the movie. Of course, Godzilla, Mothra, Ghidorah, and Rodan. And it seems that they're making two Godzilla figures. They're making a 6-inch movie monster series Godzilla figure.
Okay.
And 12 or 9 to 12-inch Godzilla King of Monsters series figure. Now, I really like the King of Monsters series figures. I have a couple of them. They're very well made.
Okay.
They're a reasonable price, even though you have to import them. So, yeah. Now, the two Godzilla figures look fantastic. The 6-inch and the 9 to 12-inch figures, they are of what they're calling his supercharged mode, and they have blue paint on the spines.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, that
He looks like at the end of the trailers, of the two trailers.
Okay.
The Ghidorah figure is very nice. The Mothra figure is very nice. And then the Rodan figure.
Oh no.
Now, do you guys remember that Ghidorah figure I showed you from Godzilla the Planet Eater? The one that kind of looks like a banana?
Yes.
We owe that figure an apology. That figure is a 9 out of 10 compared to this Rodan figure. This has been coined as the worst Bandai Godzilla figure release by most people in the Godzilla fandom. I actually gagged when I saw it. I was like, what? That's the Rodan figure?
Could you screen share it?
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay.
Oh,
It might, because I'm looking at two, which might be, and I'm not certain which one I'm.
I'm just saying this right now. I am not responsible for the nightmares that anyone who sees this is about to have.
Oh, no.
Folks,
Okay.
switch off now.
I'm going to show the Godzilla figure first.
Oh, my God.
And
Oh, shit.
so this isn't a great quality picture. Can you guys see that?
Not yet.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, we see that one.
King Ghidorah. Okay.
That's my background. Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Oh, hey, that's great.
It's not working for some reason.
Oh.
That would be a great
It
model.
broke my computer.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks.
Jesus. Oh, there's your Zoom. All right.
What the fuck?
Rodan, wasn't you see him?
Oh, shit.
Enjoy my background for a second.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So
So you know what you do? Take it off screen share.
I can't.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. You
Fuck.
probably have to go in a different window. Okay.
Okay. Sorry
All right.
about that, folks.
That's all right.
Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Gotti.
Okay, this is the Godzilla figure. It's all nice. This is the larger one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Brace yourselves.
Can I drink my water first for a second? Wait.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Make sure you swallow that water before you
Yeah,
see
we don't want a
this.
spit take. Look, that's
All right.
my team.
I'm ready.
It's going to be right here, okay?
Oh, me sideways.
What the fuck is that?
fuck?
That looks
It's
like
a giant chicken.
what? What?
It looks like a giant chicken.
It looks like an old man opening up his coat and he's naked with a hat on. Like, what is that?
I'm flashing you. It's the Flasher Rodan.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Who did that?
That's Bandai.
Why did they do that?
Why did they do that? Especially when you look at the Ghidorah figure that they made.
They're all
Dude,
awesome, but
Ghidorah
that
was awesome.
one, somebody don't fucking like
It's
Rodan.
Flash
That's for sure.
Rodan.
Somebody doesn't want Rodan to have a movie.
Yeah.
Somebody's pissed.
So they took a chicken head and
He looks like shit.
Flasher?
I don't care if it's not monetized. He looks like shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Is there any other bad news besides that? You're not gonna tell me some weird shit about Spider-Man, right?
And sadly I'm looking at the
So,
now.
I just want to remind everybody for a second. Hopefully my screen share will work this time. I just want to remind everybody of what the American-made Jakks Pacific Rodan figure
Oh no.
is going to look like.
I think I'm looking at it.
No, Scott, you wouldn't be saying "oh no" because it's actually a decent figure.
Oh, okay. Then I'm looking at the wrong picture then.
Yeah, hold on. Let me bring this up here. I just want to remember everybody what the American-made Jakks Pacific figure looks like.
right.
Compared to because
that's a cool actual effect. The way you sounded, that was pretty good.
Oh, that was just me putting my microphone up too close to my mouth.
That's I need to get a microphone too, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here it is. Because for some reason Jakks Pacific was like, you know what? We actually care about this movie and the merchandise. Why did that one open up? What the hell is going on?
Rodan's getting its revenge.
That would have spoiled the whole movie. This is Bandai. This is Bandai preventing me from showing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They slipped you a bug.
Like ABC preventing Marvel from having a female superhero team. No.
Well, that's not very progressive now, is it?
But you know what? I'm so glad that Marvel and Disney care so much about the Greatest American Heroes legacy that we didn't get to see that shit female thing, that they scrapped it. This I got for my birthday, mind you.
All right, hopefully this will work this time.
Okay.
Probably not, though.
My birthday's not till Tuesday.
Okay. With this stupid thing, please.
X to zoom out.
I know. It won't let me.
No, exit. No, don't leave the meeting. Exit right there. Right there.
Look, there it is, right there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's better than the other thing.
And it's basically like your screen thing, because you got your little chopper there.
No, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, and you got your breakable building over here.
It's better than the other crap.
Yes, it is.
I wanted to show the Osprey and the building that they have there. Yeah.
No, it's better than the other thing.
Yeah, and the breakable building right here. That is awesome.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
It makes you wonder why they make a good one and Bandai made that shit.
How is that possible?
I don't.
How? I don't understand how Bandai could
Listen, people get shit wrong, though, Chris. You've seen it plenty of times. They booted shit. So
yeah, but I mean, my thing is that, like, we thought that Ghidorah figure was the worst. That Ghidorah figure that they made for Planet of the Monster, or the Planet Eater, was far better than that. I mean, holy fuzz.
Jesus.
When you were talking about that, I thought you were talking about this guy right here.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh, no.
That's better than the other thing. Now that would probably compare to the other thing.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about. And then we said, no, this is better. I said, oh, thank you, Jesus.
All right, so I want to switch gears. I don't know if you watch anymore, Chris, but we need to talk about it anyway. So we heard that Walking Dead is getting a season 10.
Oh, yeah.
And we heard, as I predicted, that Michonne is going to be gone, which before she's gone, we may lose King Ezekiel and Father Gabriel and somebody else, and then she'll be gone. So my question is, why don't you just end The Walking Dead at season 10 and then put them all in Rick movies? How could it go on with new people? It sucks.
Yeah.
It can't continue. You're dragging the effing show. where it's unrecognizable. It's shit. I mean, we watched the mid-season finale. And yes, while I thought the scene was cool with Jesus dying, it's still like it's watching a rated, like a B movie Walking Dead. It looks like the special effects went in the toilet. They did it in this misty stage set, cemetery, probably a sound studio. It totally looked like shit. Okay, and I'm saying to myself, well, why is this? Do they really want money hungry that bad to start putting out shit and making it continue until you can't continue anymore? Are you really going to make it where it gets the lowest ratings in history before you cancel it? I mean, what do you think, Chris? I mean, do you think it should be ended? Because Billy thinks, oh, hey, let's go on for another friggin' 10 years and shit, new people and everything. Hell no. What do you think?
I think if basically everybody's going to go, it has to come to an end at some
Just
point.
end it.
Now, whether or not they want to do like spin-offs or something, that's their business. But as far as The Walking Dead goes, the show, I think it's basically coming to the point where if the main characters are all starting to leave and do other things, it's time to go. It's time to end it because, well, yes, the show still does a lot of ratings, and I think that's why it's staying on. The ratings are dropping, and eventually they're going to drop to the point where it's not going to be worth AMC's while to keep that version of the show on the air.
That's why I'm suggesting or saying maybe
just end it.
Maybe like the third or fourth episode in, they're going to say, we've come to the decision. This is going to be the final season of Walking Dead. We thank you, and good night.
Well, also, I want to bring something up. Everything that we were told, supposedly, is bullshit about the Rick Grimes movies, 3 of them, because there is a clause in that contract that says that, yes, Scott B. Gimple is writing the Rick Grimes movies, but Andrew Lincoln has final approval. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't have to be in it, and he doesn't get sued. There is no contract, null and void, no Rick Grimes movies, no ramifications. He doesn't have to say yes. So if you think that that's set in stone, maybe that was just a bullshit thing that Andrew Lincoln told them, so that way they could end the character the way he wanted to, on a high where he's still alive. And maybe he never really had his intentions of doing Rick Grimes movies. Now, if you ask Laurie Cohan about her contract, it's quite different than what they're saying at Walking Dead. Because they're saying, yeah, we'll get her back for a few episodes this season, next season, whatever. Bullshit. She is not signed. She has no time. She may not come back. And she sounds like she's not making an effort. So I don't know what this bullshit story is about Maggie the movie or fucking Maggie appearing for 5 episodes. Probably not. So the real thing is Walking Dead, you're not going to have shit. What do you think, Chris?
I think that they're still going to do the Rick movies. I think he's still going to do them. I think it's going to go. My thing is this, though. If Michonne is leaving, what are they going to kill her off? And
they better not.
No matter how she leaves, what's going to happen to Judith and what's going to happen to hers and Rick's son?
Yeah, who's going to look after him like freaking these shit?
Daryl? Is Daryl going to look after him?
Oh, God.
Absolutely not.
He can't take care of himself.
If they try to go that route, I'm done.
He shouldn't be the leader. He sucked every time he was a leader. Sucked. Effed it up.
And this is my thing, right?
He can't shoot himself just to not be with...
Well, this is my thing. It's going to be like, okay, if Rick survives in these movies, right, and he tries to make his way back to Alexandria or wherever, There's going to be nobody around.
That's the point.
Nobody's going to be left.
Everybody's going to be dead on the ground like he did in the scene. Like there's nobody left.
But could you imagine? That would be a horrible way to end that.
I don't want them to end it horrible, but I have a feeling they're going to end it horrible.
It's possible.
I think they might be sadistic, and they might fucking just make it where nobody's alive.
I mean, what is he going to do? Is he going to come back to a village being run by Judith, who's now taking care of her stepbrother? What? I
don't. They may all die too because Judith died in the comics.
Well, I mean, she died way before. Like, she was nowhere near as important as she was in the show.
I mean, look, what are we gonna have? Tara as the leader of the Hilltop now? I mean, what the fuck is that? No, I'm nothing against Tara, but come on, Tara's the leader of the Hilltop. Maybe that's.
I'm telling you, man. You know what's gonna happen?
Rosita's gonna lead Alexandria.
No. I don't. You know, at this point, I don't even care what happens.
Full women's gonna lead everything.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen?
Your cycle.
I'm telling you, the reason that Rick has been gone for 6 years.
He's sick of the show.
No, they're gonna kill him off.
Rick?
They'll kill him in the third movie.
Oh, don't even fucking say it.
Just watch. They'll kill him
before he gets to Alexandria.
They'll do it
right before he gets there.
Maybe
He'll
not.
Actually get hit by a zombie instead of just laying there waiting for them.
He might blow up an entire city, and if it's the Commonwealth, it's the Commonwealth. But you know what? I mean, at this point, Rick is going to get back to Alexandria if he survives in the movies, and he's going to be like, who the hell are all of you?
Well, what if here's the thing I hope they don't do. What if he fucking, in the Rick Ryan movie, and he has amnesia, no idea who the fuck he is?
That's possible, too.
And then by the second one, he'll have his memory back.
Right. But after 6 fucking years, he'll have his memory back.
You know what will happen, right?
They're all going to join him in the show in the third movie.
Well, no, like he'll have amnesia, right? And then somebody making the Walking Dead movie will be like, hey, you know what we could do? We could get Fear the Walking Dead stuff into this.
Fuck that.
And he'll see Morgan, and that will spark his memory to come back.
Oh, God. Chris, that was going through my head, and I was thinking, no, I'm not going to say it.
Morgan will hit him with the stick, and that will restart his memory, and he'll be like, Carl! And then, yeah.
Show
Negan!
Or Negan will hit him with the fucking bat.
At this point, Negan should hit the camera with the bat.
Negan is free. Negan is out.
I know.
Shit.
Probably looking for Rick so he can take that baseball bat.
Could you imagine?
So
Wait. We know that Negan and Judith are like quote unquote friends.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Michonne dies and then Negan becomes the leader of that group?
And fucking Rick comes back and it's like fucking Back to the Future 2 and shit.
Oh.
Feeling fucking everything is like Negan and shit.
Negan eyes.
I heard a rumor that they may take fucking Michonne's head and put it on a goddamn fucking spike.
Oh.
And shit. For like the Whisperers or some shit.
Folks, not the other one.
I don't think they can do that. That'd be like fucking what, like Cannibal Holocaust, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah.
Van Helsing, not Van Helsing.
Wasn't it like Cannibal Holocaust or something? They put the head on the side. Whatever, I don't know. But,
no, it was the guy who was Dracula.
Okay.
He was the one that stuck the
bodies. Yeah, don't freaking kill Michonne. That's but you know what the funny thing is? They don't talk about Rick. They make it like, because according to Daryl,
I'm ghosting him.
According to Daryl said, I never found the body. He's been looking for the body all the time, meaning he thinks he's alive.
He might be a zombie.
Daryl thinks he's alive.
Well, you know what they might do? Maybe Michonne goes to look for Rick.
She finds out.
She's like, he's not dead. I never believed he was dead. I have to.
Or maybe she'll find out from Father Gabriel that, what's her name, fucking left.
Oh, Jadis, yeah.
And then she'll be like, what? Yeah.
Then she leaves. She takes the son with her, and she leaves.
Right, and then on Judith too. But then you can't because Judith's not leaving the show.
No, Judith will stay, and then whatever will happen will happen.
Stupid.
Will happen.
How could she leave Judith though? That's dumb.
Well, I know that's why I think they're going to kill her off, because I can't see Michonne leaving. You know what I'm saying? And right. it would be too soon to have a major character leave the show in a similar fashion that Rick left, because Rick.
Right, she can't be hurt, and then they bring her to freaking. Yeah, that would suck.
They're going to kill her off. I'm telling you, they're going to kill her off.
I hope they don't kill her off, man.
But you said this when we looked at all the stuff that she is doing in the next couple of years. Endgame, Black Panther 2.
That's what I said. I said it's impossible.
She can't do it.
Effing impossible to do Walking Dead with this. We called this.
And I'm sure she has other things in the pipeline that have not been announced yet.
Absolutely. She's supposed to headline some other movie too.
Yeah. Because she's a hot actress right now. They want her in everything.
She might be in. There is going to be a Fast and the Furious, a female Fast and the Furious, right?
She'll be in that.
She might be in that. I'm telling you right now, she might be in that because Michelle Rodriguez is going to be in it.
Yes,
she might be in it.
And she came to the defense of.
Everybody wants her right now. Well, here's another thing I wanted to talk about before we go. I think we got, a minute or so? What do we have left?
I'm not even seeing any time.
I don't see a timer yet.
The thing I am concerned with is, while I loved Black Panther, right?
Yes.
I'm hearing Killmonger's in the next one, how is that possible? What's that about?
So, there is a way that there's two ways that they could do this. And I think we're going to start seeing this if it's the first way that I'm thinking. I think, and I could be wrong, but the ramifications of Endgame are going to be that things changed, and some people who were dead are now alive.
That would suck.
Some people who were alive are now dead.
But that can't be, though.
It can be.
They'll erase the whole Black Panther movie.
If not necessarily.
No.
Because if what we're hearing is true, and there is a big time travel plot in Endgame, that's going to change a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that we've seen in the MCU.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, I think that because, all right, I'm going to get into some potential spoilers here.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me they're going to change the whole MCU now.
I'm hearing that the plot of this movie is that they go back in time and they start removing the Infinity Gems from time to build their own gauntlet. And in doing so, they cause changes throughout the entire MCU.
Temporal risks.
Specifically, things like Thor's hammer never gets destroyed. People who were dead are now alive. And people who were alive are now dead.
Like Loki.
There are temporal things, like Scott was saying, that they cause all these issues, and they say that it's the lesser of two evils because they build their own gauntlet and they go to fight Thanos with it. And apparently a big thing in the MCU going forward is going to be the ramifications of what they're calling the Endgame event.
Time travel.
Yes.
You can't change time.
Is it possible that Killmonger is affected by this? Yes. He could not have died in Black Panther.
What?
The events of Black Panther changed
and
enough.
Neither will Claw die either.
Maybe. He could come back. Maybe not.
That or didn't lose his arm.
And Red Skull.
Possibly. Red Skull didn't die, but maybe he didn't get teleported away.
He just got shifted to be that protector.
Well, wait a minute. That means that the whole MCU was wiped, technically.
No, it's not wiped. It just means that certain key events in the movies change.
But that's like the Arrow Flash thing where the boy is actually a girl and they change the timeline.
That's exactly what it's like.
Oh, shit.
And you're saying that they're going back to that big war.
So it's like a Flashpoint.
Sort of.
The other movie.
But wait a minute. Okay.
First Avengers movie.
Lesser of the options, which is probably what they'll go with, is that in Wakanda, they were able to bring him back.
What do you mean?
He didn't die. He was near death, and they nursed him back to health.
That's what I think's going to happen.
Yeah.
But he told her to save him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he would still be a villain, wouldn't he, or no?
It's whatever they want to do.
Maybe he wouldn't be a villain. Maybe he wouldn't be a villain. Maybe he would be, you saved me and shit, and,
Yeah, sure.
Now you go. Right.
Because he was a villain, but he wasn't a villain that was too far gone.
But it might be a thing where he knows, listen, what if he appears in Endgame? He's alive, right? And he realizes that Black Panther saved him, and he's trying to get him saved. Like, I'll go with you. Like, I got you.
It's possible. I just don't think he would fit into the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let me ask you a question. Here's the thing. What about that other crazy theory that you had, or not you had, but the rumor about them being in another universe?
I think that's still possible.
So you're saying Far From Home, Peter Parker, Aunt May, everybody's in another universe.
Well, if the theory is correct.
School, all his friends, like Happy Hogan, they're all in another universe. That's ridiculous, though.
If the theory is correct, yes. The one thing that breaks the theory, thankfully, is that the Russos, as much as we can trust them, which is not like we can't trust them at all at this point, but as from what they're saying, Aunt May survived the decimation event.
Right.
So there would be no reason for her to be in a B universe with Peter Parker.
I got you.
She would still be alive in the main MCU universe.
I got you.
Now, here's the problem. They also said that Shuri was still alive, and clearly she's not, because she was in the missing people's report that Bruce Banner was looking at.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So she's done.
Her face is right before it switches to Peter Parker.
Oh.
So apparently Shuri did not survive the decimation event. Now, could this be trailer trickery? Yes. And that's a phrase I want coined, by the way, trailer trickery. But, I don't know. The Russos said the movie's not called Endgame. The movie's called Endgame. I'm conceding to that now. The movie's called Endgame.
Right.
I was a big proponent of that title's going to fade away.
I know. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't. We're stuck with Endgame. I don't like that title. I'm sorry. But,
I hate it. But whatever.
It tells the story. And so now, Doctor Strange, we can all say, oh, he saw the trailer for the next movie.
Right.
And he saw the title, and he was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be my line before.
No, but didn't Iron Man, Tony Stark said it in Avengers 1?
He said it in Age of Ultron. He said
that's
Ultron is our endgame.
No, but I thought it was in Avengers. He said
apparently it's been said throughout most of the movies.
Oh, God.
But you know what somebody pointed out, which is now starting to make me worry? They said, you notice how he said Ultron is our endgame? And then if you watch Ultron. He said,
so that's how he beats Thanos?
So they said, watch the Super Bowl TV spot again and listen to the second time that Captain America says, not us. That's not his voice. It sounds like Ultron.
Okay, wait a minute. So what you're saying that all right, let's picture this for a second. Tony Stark is gonna die in space.
Possibly.
The only way he could live is if in space he fucking does something to fucking restore Ultron.
Possibly.
And in doing so, if I restore you, you save my ass, and we go get Thanos.
That's the theory right now. I don't buy it, but
So is it the theory that somehow Tony Stark becomes like omnipotent and whatever and fucking?
no, they're
Oh.
taking it from the whole Arsenal storyline where Tony Stark builds Arsenal,
Okay.
and Arsenal is they did it in that they did it in that Avengers cartoon
Okay.
where Tony Stark builds Arsenal, and he's specifically designed to be able to absorb the energy of the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
And they fight Thanos with the Infinity. Like Thanos has the gauntlet, and Arsenal absorbs all of their power. And then at the end of the episode, he goes, "Ha!" And then he turns into Ultron. And then he flies away with all the Infinity Stones.
See, but here's the thing: with the problem with them altering time, right? If they alter time, then he would never be going after the gauntlet because, like the gems, because he knows they're not around, though.
Well, not in the past.
No, but why would they need to fight him in the present if they altered the past?
Because apparently he learns what's going on, and he uses the Infinity Gauntlet to stop them from doing it.
But that means that the past will be fixed.
No. Because so let's say they go back in time, and they take the Infinity Stone from Loki's staff right at the beginning of the Avengers film.
Okay.
None of that happens now.
But he would erase.
Who would erase?
Thanos.
No.
With the gauntlet on.
No, because if he's following them through time, they're now in another timeline.
But okay. But he's
in the temporal vortex.
No,
so
but listen.
In the temporal vortex,
the Marvel Universe has strict rules that an Infinity Gauntlet from one universe cannot be used in another universe.
It would still be the same universe, just a different timeline.
But,
and you have to remember that rule has not been established in the MCU. That is a comic book rule as of right now.
So if an Infinity Gauntlet fought an Infinity Gauntlet, the friggin' universe would be destroyed.
Basically.
But then how? So then there would have to be. This would have to bring in Celestials, Eternity, and all the Living Tribunal. All these.
There's rumors that the Tribunal is going to be
stepping in and saying no more will the Gauntlet ever be formed again.
And these are everything you just said is rumored to be in Endgame.
Where they would say, all right, we're fixing the timeline.
They can't because remember, they are not as powerful. Only the Living Tribunal is more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay, so he can technically say this is the way the universe is and that's it?
Possibly.
And they're like, but that's not the way it was. It's too bad?
Possibly. If it carries over from the comic book, sure.
But
there's rumor that this isn't actually even a rumor. This is apparently confirmed that there's a scene in this movie where Doctor Strange is talking to a quote all CGI character, and people said
be the Living Tribunal.
Talking to the Living Tribunal.
Because I'm even hearing the Ancient Ones are going to still be fucking alive.
They could be. They're saying that the Eternals show up at the end of this movie.
What the fuck?
That apparently that's going to be the jumping point for the Eternals.
So.
They're literally putting everything you can think of into this movie.
Is the X-Men in it?
Maybe the one above all.
Is the X-Men in it? Fantastic Four or Silver Surfer or anybody?
I doubt it. I've heard rumors that they're going to tease Galactus.
Or Deadpool or some shit?
I don't know about that. I don't think they're going to do Deadpool. But
they should just have Deadpool show up with Thanos when he's about to do the whole thing with the gauntlet. That would be great. Because he's messing around with time, though.
But yeah, I mean, getting back to the main point.
That or have Deadpool stick his head out through a temple thing. Go, oh, sorry, wrong side.
I hope they obliterate Deadpool in this movie.
You know,
but getting back to the main point, apparently that's going to be like there are going to be ramifications because they said this from the beginning, and I think that if there's any truth to anything that they've said, it's this. They said that after Endgame, there's going to be the Marvel Universe before Endgame and the Marvel Universe after Endgame. So that means there's going to be some kind of significant change in Endgame that makes it different from the original MCU.
So there's going to be 2 timelines or 1?
We don't know what it's going to be. They just said it's going to be something different.
Oh, no. Why are you going to make it complicated, though, for?
I'm telling you, people are going to die in this movie and not come back.
Why? I mean, I heard that they were going to do something stupid like she's just going to fucking get the gauntlet and turn it back to normal. Captain Marvel.
I don't know.
Put the fucking gauntlet on.
We know that there's some sort of time travel in this movie because of what Samuel Jackson let leak. So
I know, but
and if there's time travel in this movie, then it really only makes sense that they're doing one thing. They're going back to get the Infinity Stones before Thanos can do it. And then he finds out what they're doing, and he's like, no. And then he chases after them, basically.
with the gauntlet.
With the gauntlet. And he would have to have the gauntlet.
But they have a gauntlet.
They're forming their own gauntlet.
Who's going to wear the gauntlet from them?
Well,
Captain
logically, it would be Iron Man. But, you know, I've heard that apparently that if this is true, that Iron Man wears the gauntlet, and then before him, the Hulk wears it, and he tries to use the power, and it blows off one of his arms.
The Hulk?
Yes, because he's Professor Hulk in this movie, apparently.
And it blows off his arm off?
He tries to use the gauntlet, and it backfires on him and blows off one of his
Why
arms.
would it backfire on him?
I don't know.
Because, okay.
So then Iron Man uses it, and I've heard apparently that at some point, because the Hulk tried to use it and it backfired, it damaged their gauntlet. So he takes all the Infinity Stones and puts it in his arc reactor. And then he's like Infinity Iron Man.
He dies, though, because he's supposed to die. And then Spider-Man's traumatized, and that's why he doesn't want to be Spider-Man, far from home, and take a vacation.
I guess.
That means he can't come back, though.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
Robert Downey Jr. is never coming back.
I'm pretty sure this is the end for him.
I don't know about that. So how are you going to have A versus X, then?
A different
New Avengers.
new Avengers or a new
Look.
new Tony Stark.
They have to.
One guy walks in and says, "Hey, I'm Tony." Everybody looks at him.
The new Avengers being led by Captain Marvel, and she solos the X-Men in one hit.
Listen, so they should be. Somebody gets the gauntlet. They snap them back into existence, and if it's Thor, he's going to snap Loki back to life. You know that. Which I think Loki's going to live again. Well, wait a minute. If they travel time to the first Avengers movie, that means that Loki from that timeline is going to live, even if it gets restored.
Possibly,
he's going to escape.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even think this is rumor anymore because we know that there are set photos of the Avengers from the modern day during the Battle of Manhattan from Avengers.
Wait, one more thing before we go. We got a minute left. So you're telling me the way to beat Thanos is that Iron Man needs to go back in time to tell them it's not the Bernstein Bears, it's the Bernstein Bears, and they're the cause of the Mandela effect.
Yes.
Damn it!
And
son of a bitch!
And the gal from Moonraker actually did have braces.
They're gonna fix her teeth so that way when she has her braces.
Yes.
And if we're really lucky, they'll also fix the Doctor Who universe, so Chibnall.
James Bond doesn't regenerate. He just stays Roger Moore forever now.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.